Hi everyone, we're in the small village of Siguenza, situated an hour drive north from Madrid, and this village is a medieval village. It's really amazing, and it has a lot of monuments, like an old castle, now a hotel, and this is the cloister of its cathedral. Can you believe it? It has actually a cathedral inside this village. The village, as I told you, is small, but the cathedral is wonderful. So we're going to see all these monuments during our visit here, and I believe you will enjoy it as much as we will. Visiting Siguenza is like taking a trip back in time, but with a modern touch of a city that continues to live its history. The city spans thousands of years of history. First, a Celt-Iberian settlement. It then became a key point for the Romans, and later on an important Visigoth and Muslim enclave. But what it will truly captivate you, it will be its impressive medieval old town, which seems to come straight out of a fairy tale. Siguenza's highlight is its castle, which rises imposingly on a hill. The castle, of Arab origin, was transformed by the Christians and is now one of the city's greatest attractions. Magnificent, thanks to the restoration that made it a national parador de turismo, a hotel, if you will. It preserves its early medieval spirit, built in the 12th century, and was used continuously as the bishop's residence until the mid-19th century. And if you've never done so, you have to spend the night in a hotel like this. There are quite a few in Spain, and not everyone can say they lived in a medieval castle, even if it's just for a few nights, and the amenities are quite different from those of its beginnings. From the summit of its walls, you have an incredible view of the landscape surrounding Siguenza. Although, for views, you'll want to go to the Mirador del Cid. Just a few minutes from the city, on one of the nearby hills, is a viewpoint, accessible by car, and offers incredible views of the surroundings and the town itself. And what's interesting about Siguenza, it is the mix of architectural styles. The walled Renaissance in Sanche is one of those places steeped in history and charm, while the monumental Baroque street is another must-see. Strolling through Las Travesañas, the name by which its narrow streets are known, is like stepping back in time. These narrow streets, once the heart of Siguenza, takes us back to a medieval era where life moved at a different pace. In the beautiful Plaza de la Cárcel, we also find the Casa del Doncel, a Renaissance mansion with a well-known sculpture, the figure of Martín Velázquez de Arce, the Doncel. This house is one of the places you can't miss if you visit this city. Continuing to talk about or walk through its streets, the San Roque neighborhood is one of those charming corners that, although not always on the best known tourist routes, is an essential part of Siguenza's soul. It's a neighborhood that, if you take a stroll through it, allows you to see another, quieter and more picturesque side of the city, thanks to its traditional houses and of course its small chapel. Right in this neighborhood we find the convent and church of St. Francis, now an Ursuline monastery. The Baroque-style church stands out for its wavy facade, decorated with mixed linear moldings, and the emblem of the Order of St. Francis. Siguenza also has two medieval churches, San Vicente and Santiago, which, although simple, are perfect for understanding the city's religious history. This beautiful city, with just 4,800 inhabitants, still has fragments of the medieval walls that surrounded it. Although not everything is intact today, we can still see remains of the towers, city gates such as Puerta del Sol or Puerta del Hierro, and sections of the walls that are still standing, reminding us how Siguenza defended itself from all kinds of invasions for centuries. As part of this journey through history, we cannot miss the opportunity to visit the Provincial Romanesque Interpretation Center. It houses a collection of vestiges from the Roman and Muslim periods. So we just found out that this is actually part of the Camino de Santiago, and we didn't know that, and that's awesome. The Plaza Mayor is another place that will take your breath away. On its south side is the imposing Cathedral of Siguenza, which, in addition to being a landmark of the city, showcases a unique blend of styles. If you enter, and I highly recommend you do so, you'll discover everything from Romanesque elements to Gothic and Renaissance details. Every corner has something to tell us. The cathedral is a prime example of the style from the transitional period between Romanesque and Gothic, influenced by the Aquitaine and Burgundy. It combines Romanesque elements in the portals, pillars and lower walls, with Gothic details in the upper walls, the transept and the windows. Its floor plan is a Latin cross with 3 naves and a series of interesting chapels. It is known for housing the statue of the Doncel de Siguenza, a knight who died in the Granada War. The cathedral is notable for its rose windows, ribbed vaults, stained glass windows, and cloister, which also houses one of the works of art by the famous painter El Greco. Siguenza is a city that envelops you with its history. From its medieval castles to its churches and its lively corners, everything here has something special. It is one of those destinations you can enjoy at a leisurely pace, letting each corner speak of its past while captivating you with its present. My name is Alex Moraras. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share, and definitely subscribe to find out more amazing places to visit before you come to Spain.